No more Batman.
Assalamu alaikum beautiful people, this is your favorite YouTuber, Werewolf Gamer. Today we're going to be talking about the movie Child's Play. I just watched it recently and I'm going to be telling you the review of this movie. This is a story of a 13 years old child, Andy, who doesn't make friends. He and his mom lives in an apartment. He goes to school and comes back like a normal child. His mom works in a shopping mall and sells different products. One day a person comes and returns a buddy toy, which is actually a toy for kids. This was actually to stop kids feeling lonely. Anyways, this person complains that there is a problem in the toy. Its eyes turns red for no reason. So Andy's mother goes to the person who returns the product to and manages to take the toy for free for Andy. She takes the product come home and packs it for Andy's birthday, which was a couple of weeks later. When Andy comes home, he saw his mother with her boyfriend. Here, he actually hates the person because he is like gross to Andy. Anyways, Andy goes out and sits outside the room of a person, Mike actually. He is the detective who lives with his mother. He asks Mike for dinner, but he rejects. Meanwhile, Andy's moms come and ask Andy to go back into the room. He indirectly says that he didn't came in the room because of her boyfriend. Later on, when both are in the room, she gives a present earlier. Andy attaches the toy with his phone. Sooner or later, the toy starts to work. Andy shows the toy his room and they becomes best friend. He waited for Andy's in front of the door and went Andy to school. When Andy went to school, he used to wait actually in front of the door, like best buddies. So soon they became best buddy. One day Andy was playing board games with Chunky. Andy named buddy toy Chunky. Anyways, the cat hurts Andy, and when he goes out, Chunky tries to kill the cat. Andy comes back and stops the toy. He tells him never to kill anybody, but Chunky replies saying no one could hurt his best friend. One day, Andy was watching a killer movie and was laughing. Chunky witnessed that killing people would make Andy happy, so he tries to kill one of his friend. He was a very fat person actually. So anyways, soon the toy becomes a serial killer and Andy's mother locked him in a locker because he scared her boyfriend. Chunky breaks the glass and comes out. He first of all kills the cat. Andy threw the dead body of the cat. Andy's mother's boyfriend hits Andy and Chunky saw Andy, i.e. his best buddy, in pain. Actually, he came into his room and pushed him on his bed and what the hell do you want? Why are you so behaving so different to me? Because what is the problem? That why do you hate me actually? So but he did not reply. So as soon as their boyfriend just goes out of the room, Andy starts to weep saying, I really hate you, I don't care who you are, just why don't you leave us, and this and that. So Chunky was sitting right beside him and actually right into the corner of the room, so he was listening each and every word. He recorded those words and followed that person, actually his mother's boyfriend. That person went into his house and he was taking off the lights and kind of lightnings over his home, and so he was taking out over. So Chunky just clicked. He was on his stairs on the very top of his home. So Chunky just broke out that stairs and he fell on his feet, breaking his right leg, I guess. So he was crawling towards that phone to call someone, ambulance or something, but Chunky drove a kind of a gardener machine and he literally sliced his head off. Damn, that was really bad scene actually. Anyways, the next day the police people comes. Mike, actually detective, he also comes, and the people saw that person. His face was just like a skull and full of blood. That was really a very bad scene. The next morning, Andy wakes up and saw that person's head, actually the skin of the person, in his room. So he was totally he was scared a lot. So he called his friend and they came along and they packed into a present, and as he was going to just throw it away, but his mom came in and she was like, this gift for, and he told that it was for Mike's mother who helped him in his homework. So his mother comes along so that her son could give the gifts in front of her. Anyways, when he was giving it to her, he says that open it in front of me on my birthday, which was a couple of weeks later. So, anyways, this happens, and he somehow manages to steal that hat away and threw it. Meanwhile, Chunky became a serial killer. He tried once broke him, but he was reattached by a person that he was a security guard. I guess he was like a cleaner or something. So he was into his lobby kind of thing, and he literally tried to uh, make that junkie back, and he succeeded in it, and he placed new batteries and new things in it, and when he woke up, Junkie killed that person too. Later on, he manages to kill Mike's mother in a car accident where he brings out a car and for her as an Uber driver or something. So, anyways, he kills his mother, as Mike's mother as well. So the next person to be killed was Andy's mother. So into the shopping mall the very next day, there was a loud opening. There was a huge opening of another product for, for the toys, and like the same thing that was Best Buddy Part 2, something like that. So, anyways, that was brought, and there was a huge crowd of people standing out of the door, waiting for those. So Chunky tries to kill all of them, but they all, like most of them, manages to escape, but some of them died. Yeah, he brought blades into the drones, and they literally sliced off their heads. Anyways, Andy's best friends, they tries to help him. Andy's friend, they tries to help him, and Chunky, he kidnapped Andy's mother, and Andy came back to save his mother. So, yes, Chunky also tried to kill Andy, but Andy escaped. So Andy just jumps over his mother, who was about to get hanged, and literally cut over the rope. And then, as soon as that Chunky was going to kill Andy, so Mike comes from out of nowhere. He was almost dead actually, but he shots the toy, and thereupon the toy is dead. It's destroyed. So the next day, the children, they all of the friends, 4 friends actually, Andy, including Andy, 4 people of them, like, they break that toy and burn it in. And this was the end of the story. This is how that this and yeah, they literally burned the toy for, like, to avoid any other comeback. So they literally destroyed it, everything, and so that, and this was a really nice movie. I really liked it, and you people just have, yes, this is a request for you people. Just don't forget to subscribe my channel, guys. I really do good type of gamings as well over here, and I'm gonna soon rise inshallah. So see you in the next video. Meanwhile, Allah Hafiz.